In the bar dance studio, an ugly-looking man was approaching a girl, brazenly touching her thigh under the guise of teaching. Yet, the people nearby turned their heads pretending not to see. As a bar dancer, the girl's appearance and figure were almost perfect, but this also brought her a lot of trouble. Just then, that day, the girl was alone on the subway when a fierce-looking man stared at her, even glancing at her slender legs. Luckily, the subway arrived at the station. After arriving at the classroom, the girl trained hard for her dream, but also had to be wary of the coach's occasional harassment. Finally, the girl's long repressed emotions completely broke down over a small matter. It turned out that her cat climbed up a tree and wouldn't come down, but unexpectedly, someone climbed up the tree to help. They caught the cat, but the next second, it accidentally fell heavily to the ground, and the one helping the girl was the fierce man from the subway. The girl brought him to her home and even cooked something for him. But unexpectedly, after glaring at the cat, the man once again stared at the girl's legs. This time he was caught, but he nonchalantly looked at the ceiling, took a sip of coffee, and even started to dislike the sugar chopsticks the girl used. After a brief exchange of glances, the man seemed to make a private decision. So the next day, he acted on this decision. It turned out the man was a boxer, and although his opponent was very strong this time, he needed to win the prize money from the match. After an intense bout, the man was visibly exhausted. He carried a bag of something, climbed the stairs step by step, and placed it in front of a door. After ringing the doorbell, he ran away quickly and then hid not far away. Only when he heard the sound of the door opening did he leave with relief. It turned out that the girl on the ground was a bag of fine sugar. Perhaps the man always looked at the girl's slender legs because he felt she lacked nutrition. In the days that followed, they gradually became familiar with each other. The girl actively invited the man to go ice skating together. Although he didn't know how to skate, fortunately, the girl was there to encourage him. However, the result. So the girl took the man shooting, and they played around like a couple. However, on this day, a sleazy man targeted the girl. He yanked her bag and ran, and the man who was buying ice cream saw it and quickly chased after him. This thief had truly picked the wrong person to mess with. Time quickly moved to evening, and the girl was awakened by the sound of the doorbell. When she opened the door, she saw that she had gotten her bag back. The man may appear tough on the outside, but beneath that rugged exterior lies a sensitive heart. On this day, the man took special care of his appearance just to see the girl's performance. However, at the dance party, he was so out of place with those around him. Unexpectedly, after seeing him dressed up, the girl seemed incredibly conflicted, while the man in the stands was completely unaware. Soon, the performance began. Ballet, always representing elegance in people's minds, concealed unspeakable filth behind it, while boxing, symbolizing violence, allowed us to see gentleness in the man. Performance. After it ended, a sedan stopped in front of the girl, and inside sat her ugly coach, who often harassed her. At this moment, she felt incredibly conflicted about whether to get in the car. Then, a red sedan stopped behind them, but the coach was still urging her. So, after glancing at the car behind, she resolutely made her choice. It turned out that the man had come with flowers in hand, and watching the girl leave, his heart was filled with immense disappointment. On the other side, the girl also appeared unhappy. The coach noticed this and handed her the competition certificate she had dreamed of. In the days that followed, she refused to see the man again, and even when he called, the girl covered her ears, pretending not to hear. After the man hung up the phone, he lifted weights while watching TV, and the laughter from the screen seemed to mock him. Meanwhile, the ugly coach appeared again, slowly approaching the girl. The next second, the coach reached out his dirty hand and grabbed her waist. Seeing no reaction from the girl, he even made a more outrageous move. The girl couldn't bear it anymore, and the raised hand instantly turned into a fist, giving the ugly coach a hard punch, while also returning the competition entry certificate. She rushed out of the classroom, deciding to face her own heart honestly, exchanging the dream she had for herself. Compared to the boxer, the girl chose the latter. Meanwhile, the man was facing a dangerous match. These actions are actually quite normal in underground boxing, but he chose to be honest and threw away the lug nut. So unsurprisingly, the match result was that the man was quickly knocked to the ground by his opponent. Or perhaps it was because he had someone on his mind and wanted to end his underground boxing career. The girl stood below the ring, watching the man who was beaten to a bloody pulp, and her tears quietly fell, and this scene was also noticed by the man's opponent. The girl's tears also awakened his kindness. At the end of the story, in a quiet little town, a newly moved family sits, with a slender figure, having lunch in a room, where ballet is playing on the TV. The slender ballet girl and the rough boxer finally came together. Their kindness fulfilled each other, but their journey is actually still